Heart disease impacts all aspects of a person's life, personally, professionally, and seeps into daily life. It may affect our personal choices, behaviors, thoughts, lifestyles, and relationships, even with yourself, your family, friends, colleagues, work, and within society. Over the next few moments, you will encounter 10 different activating scenes that dramatize the lived experiences of 23 individuals who have lived with heart disease. It is their cumulative story of how they became aware of their early warning symptoms that indicated that they had developed blocked heart arteries, leading to a heart attack. In what you will see and hear are scenes that depict the internal and external journeys people face when they are diagnosed with heart disease.
I have a question. Who should be worried about heart disease?
Well, I think people that have like high stress levels, I mean, it makes sense, right? So I'd say like anybody with a high stress job, like policeman or a pilot or, somebody like that. That makes sense.
And older folks.
Mm.
When people get older, you just have more things to worry about.
Mm.
And I think I heard that people of color are more at risk for heart disease as well.
Yeah, yeah, we're hearing a lot about that, aren't we? Yeah,
Mm.
I think that's true. Yep.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Then, who shouldn't be worried about heart disease?
Mm.
I'm thinking women don't need to be worried about heart disease.
You know what? I think I heard that women don't need to be worried about similar symptoms as men, such as like chest pain and things like that. So that makes sense to me.
I don't think so. I don't think that's really correct because I know that women who say have had a difficult pregnancy or like they've had hypertension or diabetes, I've been reading that they're, at risk for increased heart disease like earlier on in their life, like early 40s, 50s. So I don't think we can exclude women.
And not only pregnancy, also so many women, they have full-time job and that they are mothers.
Yeah.
That's so stressful.
Yeah. I don't think
Oh,
we can.
okay. Then not women. All right then. Oh, well, what about kids? Kids don't have to be worried about heart disease.
It makes some sense to me for kids to be more worry-free. They're young and fresh.
Mm. I don't know if we can safely say that. I mean, I think I've heard of children having heart disease. I mean, even if they are young.
And you know what? My nephew was born with heart disease. So I'm sure there's many other kids like that too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Okay, so I guess not kids. Oh, all right. The wealthy have it made. That I'm fairly certain of. They don't have to be worried about heart disease.
Mm. Yeah, I can see that, I think. They've got the money, the means to be able to have a healthy life and buy a gym and be able to work out and luxury to do that. Like, so that kind of makes sense.
But what if they have all of the risk factors? Wouldn't the risk factors outweigh their higher SES?
Mm.
Like family history of heart disease. And having money doesn't mean you're worry-free.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Who? Not the wealthy. Well, there seems to be a lot of confusion here. So this really begs the question, who needs to be concerned about heart disease?
Mm.
Hmm.
What would you do if you were diagnosed with heart disease?
I would just watch cat videos all day.
Stop thinking of the future. Stop being afraid of failure.
Stop holding myself to such high standards.
I'd go for a really long drive by myself.
I'd call my dad. He has heart disease, so he'd understand.
I
I'd never know. I wouldn't go to a doctor to get a diagnosis because they probably wouldn't believe my symptoms anyways.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
I would spend more time with Mother Nature and plant more trees for her.
I'd go find a natural path.
I'd go back to my country. Better buried with my family than all alone.
I'd eat ice cream slower, savor it, and I'd never feel bad about it.
I'd make sure my wife has power of attorney, especially for my health and legal issues.
I'd retire and take a trip around the world, or at least a vacation in Florida.
I'd call my wife to let her know.
I'd call my grandma, see how she's doing.
I'd call my kids, make sure they know I love them.
I'd call my best friend and reconnect.
I'd take pills, I guess. But how much are those pills?
Jeez. I'm a goner. No way. Heart disease is so expensive.
I don't know.
I'm too young to think about this. I have my whole life ahead of me. I don't know.
Jeez, that's a lot to think about.
I truly have no clue.
I am stumped.
You expect me to have an answer?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Am I doing the right thing?
I think that's the right thing to do, yeah?
The reality of having heart disease is unique to the individual experiencing it. Accepting a new diagnosis is fraught with both internal and external readjustments.
Hi, Kevin. It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for meeting me on Zoom. I know that you've been traveling up north with your work. I really wanted to meet you in person and let you know that the results of your test have come in. And it's confirmed that you do have heart disease. It's called angina. And Kevin, this is going to mean you need to make some serious changes to your life. And wow, 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 wow.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. We're good, eh, Kev?
Dad, how's your business trip?
Kev?
Anyways, guess what?
What?
I got all straight A's this semester.
Oh my God, that's great. That's just exactly what you've been working for. Good for you. Isn't that great, Kevin?
Dad, aren't you proud of me?
That's great, Kev.
Dad?
Hi, friends.
Hi.
Have you watched the latest TV show last night? It was fantastic. The cliffhanger they left us with. It was crazy. It had me going though. What do you think?
Well, my heart was racing so fast, I thought it was going to pop right out of my chest.
Literally, I thought that I was going to die.
Oh, I swear that series is going to give me a heart attack.
Yeah.
Hi, Kevin. Thank you for meeting with me. Just wanted to make sure that your schedule is going all right for you. You know, you being away, these are always your best times. But I've been reviewing your numbers and they don't look good. And I'm a bit concerned because you're really not meeting the requirements that we need at this company right now. It might just be a fluke, but I want to ask you, is there anything that I can do to help you? Anything that I can do to rectify this issue?
Kev,
I'm really worried. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about us. What's going on with you? Something's wrong. I can feel it. It's like I need more. You've got to start to tell me if something's wrong. It's like you've checked out. Kevin? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kevin. Happy birthday to you.
Heart disease can leave us grieving. How do we move beyond it?
Heart disease.
Heart disease.
Do you know how serious this is? Will your insurance cover this? You'll be okay. You're okay. It's fine. Heart disease.
Heart disease. Wait, will my insurance cover this? Is my will up to date? Should I lose more weight? No. I'll be okay. I'm okay. It's fine.
Heart disease.
Heart disease.
You're not going to be
I'm
here.
not going to be here next year.
How are you going to tell
How
your
am I
family?
going to tell my family?
You've wasted your
I've
life.
wasted my life.
You're such an idiot.
I'm such an idiot.
Just shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Coming to the realization that one has heart disease is unsettling. A time spent engaging in inner dialogue can be all-consuming.
They say I have heart disease. This means
no more chocolate.
More vegetables.
No more red meat.
More exercise.
No more chips.
More medications.
Does my drug plan cover these?
No more sex.
Remember when?
More sleep.
No more late nights.
No more caffeine.
No more booze.
No more chips.
Watch your weight.
And your blood pressure.
And your pulse.
Hey, buy a Fitbit.
No, an Apple Watch.
With ECG.
I can't afford that.
More worries.
More doctor's appointments.
That's another 3-hour trip to the city.
Less travel.
Never have.
More tests.
No more overtime.
Did I say no more chips?
No more independence.
The individual presentation of symptoms leading up to a heart attack may be similar or different across individuals. A cardiac event can not only vary in how it's presented, but also in how it is perceived.
Mm-hmm. I think you're having a heart attack. I think it's just anxiety.
Rising around you like a wave of cold heat. Heat.
Heat.
Surprisingly. Unpredictable.
Unexpected.
Gripping talons of pain.
Ripping. Digging in flesh. Searing. Piercing. Deep pain. Piercing.
From inside out.
I can't breathe.
Am I dying? I'm
Dying. A sadistic volcano turned inward.
erupting like acid.
Digging at you.
Gnawing away. Stripping me.
Raw.
Penetrating. Incapacitating pain.
Exposed.
Raw.
Vulnerable. This unrelenting pain.
Pain.
It's not going away?
Away.
Away.
Not getting any better.
Hi, Mom. Iha, Nadia.
How are you?
Oh, it's been so long, Iha. How are you? Are you eating?
Yes, Mom, I'm eating.
Nadia.
Good.
No, you look tired, Nadia. Are you sleeping?
Just because we've had a lot of exams lately. It's the end of term, but I think I'm doing really well in my courses, so that's good.
Do you have friends? Do you have friends, Nadia?
It's been a little bit hard with the online learning stuff, but yeah, it's fine. How are you, Mom?
I'm okay, Nadia. And how is the country treating you? How are things?
It's great.
Do you find
everything is so much? There's just so much more to do here and things you can buy. But you didn't answer my question. How are you?
I'm okay, Nadia.
Mom, what are you not telling me? Mom.
Okay, Nadia. I just went to the doctor last week. I had to go because Nadia, I had a heart attack last week. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. The neighbors took me to the hospital and they told me that I had a heart attack and they told me what I have to eat and I just have to be careful with my
What happened? What were you feeling? Were you getting symptoms?
Well, I remember when I was taking you to the airport that I wasn't feeling good and I thought it was because you were leaving.
You got a heart attack because I left?
No, Nadia, no. I'm better now. I'm better now. I went to the doctor and now I just have to be careful.
Mom, who's gonna take care of you? Who's gonna get groceries? Who's gonna do anything? I have to come back home, Mom.
Nadia, you can't come back home, Nadia. You are on a student visa, Nadia. You can't come home. You have to stay and do what you have to do, Nadia. So I will be good here. I just have to be careful and take care of things.
Then you have to come here. We can get you better medicine. I can drop out of school. Maybe I can get a server job or something. You can come here. Please.
Nadia, we did not make the sacrifice for you to be there, for you not to do what you have to do, Nadia. I need you to focus, Nadia. Nadia, look at me. Promise me, Nadia. Promise me that you need to focus. I will be fine, Nadia. Nadia? Promise me.
Heart disease exists within relationships. Who cares for whom? Telling others that you have heart disease is often more difficult than expected.
No.
How can I tell? Should I tell?
I don't know. She is your daughter.
Yeah. And we're fairly close. She'll probably be upset if I don't.
She might be upset if you do. You haven't gotten the test results back. Why worry?
Good point. Okay. Yeah. I think I might call her, but I have to think a little bit more.
I don't know. The longer you wait, the more it might hurt.
Yeah.
I think you can do it.
Yeah. It's hard getting the news, but it's also hard to tell. I don't know which is worse. Oh, there she is. Hi, Ab.
Hey, Dad. I was just wondering, is it the honey Dijon mustard that I'm supposed to use, or the other type of honey mustard for the chicken? Which one is it again?
It is the honey Dijon.
I knew it.
Yeah, but what I do, my little secret is you put it in a bowl, and I add about another tablespoon of honey to it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, how's
and
it?
Your mom and I have been talking, and
What's wrong?
You can do it. You can do it.
She doesn't know I'm going to tell you yet, but I think I have to. I've been getting some tests recently, and I took a stress test for my heart, and they think there's a blockage, and I'm going to have to get an angiogram.
Oh, okay. Really? Like, when did they tell you this?
Earlier this afternoon.
Oh, so it's recent? Well, do you want to get like a second opinion or?
The thing is, I've seen my general practitioner. She sent me to get the stress test. And so I saw, a cardiologist, and now he's recommending that I go to the hospital based upon the stress test. They found some murmurs or whatever they call them. And I have to go, and what they do is go through my wrist, up my arm with a little camera. I think it's a camera, and they go in and see if there's any blockages. I think they know where they might be. And if they're not too bad, they leave me alone. If not, they may even put a stent in.
Okay, well, what time is my mom off next weekend? Like, I can come around 1 o'clock, and I can bring Brad. I can bring Zoe, and like we can have a weekend together. I think I'll cook. I'll bring the chicken.
Yeah, that's really nice, but I haven't processed it enough myself yet to really try to process it with you. I'm sorry.
We'll help you process it together. We'll be in it together, so you won't have to worry as much.
Don't forget the doctors are hopeful.
The doctors are hopeful. They're saying it's better to catch it before a heart attack than after.
Well, of course they're going to say that. That's what they say, right? And why would they tell you otherwise?
Okay. Come on over.
Okay.
And we'll play some Risk.
Yeah. Awesome. Sounds good.
Okay, looking forward to it. And don't forget that extra tablespoon of honey.
Right.
Thanks.
Okay. I love you.
Love you. Bye.
Living in the space of heart disease is often shared with others. What would you do to avoid heart disease?
I've never really thought about that. I guess I'd be healthier.
Well, that's something I've been doing my whole life. So, I'll just continue on with a balanced life.
Are you kidding me? I have 3 kids. I do not have time to think about this. So I guess I just have to take my chances.
I just avoid stressful work.
You think that I can avoid work that stresses me out? Are you kidding?
When I worry, that's when my heart beats the fastest. So I would be calmer.
I Google it, and I guess I would let the internet tell me what to do.
I would talk to everyone I could get my hands on that had already lived through this and ask them advice.
Oh, you know what? I'd invest in my own home gym.
I can't afford a home gym.
You could always start running.
I'd quit smoking. Again.
Please, I'd never get heart disease. I take great care of my body.
Can't avoid it. It's in my genes. Now manage it, that's different.
I'm too young to think about that.
I could go see a nutritionist. Make sure that my diet is well balanced.
I can't afford to think about that. Food is food. I gotta eat.
I just keep trying to put food on the table. I've got a family to feed.
I don't know. What can I do?
I don't know. What can I do?
I don't know.
What would you do to avoid heart disease?
The Heart Disease Play is both research and education that employs an arts-based approach of play building and applied theater. Through this aesthetic encounter, the intent is to provide educational opportunities that allow us to be reflexive. It is an invitation into a lived experience within the context of cardiovascular illness. It serves to disrupt and challenge our preconceived notions, unraveling the multiple intersections of an individual living with heart disease.